there, Tis here. Getting straight into the action today. So the plan is to finish up getting all the shroud roots over in the Highlands. Although, I don't think there's many left, so I may slide over to try and figure out which flame shrine I have not gotten yet. Already I'm starting to mistime my dodges. So, I thought about turning back as soon as I realized I wasn't in the Highlands anymore, but I decided I really wanted to get the shrine I had waypointed. And, well, this was my first iron. There's the shrine. Guess I'm getting a jump start on Kindle Waste while I'm out here. Figured I'd go ahead and check out this area. See how I fare against a different flying creature. Doesn't look too good. That slide went a little longer than I intended. Back in the Highlands, I find another route. This time I decide to actually use my better arrows. And basically clean out the area before facing the big guy. That also includes any terrain objects that could blow up in my face. Hopefully I'm done mistiming my dodges. That was the last route, so rather than going back to the same shrines over and over to figure out which one I didn't go to, I decided to actually go to Surat's Rest. When I realize what kind of enemy I'm pulling, I decide I have to get rid of the explosive traps. I don't really want to get blown up. I spent the entire day in town. In fact, I spent more than one day. Sun's setting very rapidly right now, and I ended up spending 2 nights here. Just glad I found some beds before it got dark. Those guys. I always did have a hard time with these guys, but sometimes I get it. And there is something in that little mine shaft there. I don't really need more copper, but I'll definitely take another fossil. And I've got a journal entry telling me there's something on top of this tower. Of course, I have to find the most extreme way to jump up there just to find there was a grapple point. But hey, a building block is a building block, and that's a new one. Once again, jumping up on the ruined buildings. Is that ring actually gonna glow? Interesting. And a better instrument. Of course, the rested buff was the only one I didn't stack up going into this arena. I probably should have. I just really needed the stamina. Yeah, now I've got a big problem. Good thing I put antidotes on my bar. Never would have had time to dig in my inventory for them. That was close. And now I have an idea. I just need to get that matron back up on this end. There she is. And that didn't do as much damage as I was hoping for. I mean, it was only one barrel. Guess it's back to the old-fashioned way. And I forgot one thing about mages. Yeah, they like to explode when they die. But with that, I'm one step closer to making an oven, and from there, better food. I sure hope I've been a pleasant enough distraction for you. If so, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. We'll catch you next time.